We now move on to news around the East African region. We started from Southeast Sudan, where activists on Monday began a campaign to pressure the country's warring parties to meet a fast approaching deadline to form a unity government as part of their 2018 peace agreement. The Civil Society Forum, a coalition of more than 100 organizations, on Monday marked the beginning of a 90-day countdown to the November deadline for the ruling party and opposition to form a government. Moving on to Tanzania, the death toll from the fuel truck explosion in Tanzania rose to 76 on Tuesday as one more person succumbed to injuries. Funeral services, which began on Sunday, continue through the country. The country concluded the period of national mourning declared by President John Pombe Magufuli yesterday. The explosion took place on Saturday morning near a town of Morogoro, some 200 kilometers west of Dar es Salaam. Let's close off the news around East Africa from Kenya, where reports that 26 constituencies have less than the required 130,000 people have sent panic among legislators representing them. The constitution stipulates that the constituency must have 130,000 people. Should it be established in the upcoming census that the 26 constituencies don't have the required number, their MPs will have to lose their seats. The national census is due on August 24th. Some of the constituencies that may fail the population criteria include Budalangi with 66,723, Bura with 82,454, Galori with 60,866, Isiolo South 40,110, Kagema 76,988, Keio North 73,715, Kilome with 87,864, Laisamis with 65,669, Lamu East with 18,841, Lamu West with 82,698, and Marakwet East with 78,749. Others are Mathioya with 88,219, Mogotio with 60,959, Mukroweni with 83,932, Muvota with 75,153, Mwateta with 75,591, Ndarangwa with 92,626, North Horror with 75,196, Othaya with 87,374, Saku with 46,502, Sambura East with 59,094, Tetu with 78,320, Vihiga with 91,616, Vioi with 86,801, Wandanyi with 58,600, and Mbere North with 89,037 people. Let's move on to news around the world. We start from the Ivory Coast, where hundreds of fans gathered on Monday, weeping and chanting, "Arafat cannot die," outside the hospital of Abidjan, Cote du Suburb, where DJ Arafat, an Ivorian singer, died. 33-year-old singer with a huge following in Francophone Africa died after a road accident in Abidjan. According to messages and pictures circulating on social media, he had been driving a motorbike on Sunday night and smashed into a car. Critically injured, the singer was taken to a hospital where he later died. In Egypt wrapped up a two-day summit with Sudanese main protest leaders Tuesday, its foreign ministry said, days before they are due to sign an agreement paving the way for civilian rule in the country. The important meeting brought together the Alliance for Freedom and Change, Sudanese umbrella protest movement, and the driving force behind the protests since December, and the rebel groups of Sudan Revolutionary Front. Its objective was achieving peace, as the long-awaited deal is inked, the ministry said in the short statement on the discussions. News from Nigeria. Nigerian Sheta leader Ibrahim Zaki and his wife, detained by the authorities since 2015, on Monday flew out of the country to receive medical treatment in India. His supporters and lawyers said 2 of his lawyers confirmed the cleric's departure from the capital, Juba, on an Emirates flight. Zaki has been in custody along with his wife, Zena Ibrahim, since their arrest in December 2015 after violence that saw the army kill some 350 of his followers. Closing off the news around the world is a story from India, where at least 140 people have been killed by monsoon flooding in southern and western India, while hundreds of thousands have been evacuated from their homes, according to reports. Nearly half of the reported deaths have occurred in the southwestern state of Kerala. The flooding and landslides caused by the heavy seasonal rainfall have left some areas cut off. That is it we had for you from the news around the world. We now take a short break, but when we come back, we'll take a look at the news in business.